Imagine being betrayed by your own family. Not by strangers, not by enemies, by your own brothers. That is exactly what happened to Joseph, a young man chosen by God for an extraordinary purpose. Joseph was the favorite son of his father, Jacob. His father even gave him a beautiful robe of many colors, a symbol of love that made his brothers jealous. But Joseph also received dreams from God. In one dream, bundles of grain bowed before his bundle. In another, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed before him. Joseph innocently shared these dreams with his family, but instead of celebrating God's plan, his brothers became filled with anger. They believed Joseph wanted to rule over them. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers as they cared for the family's sheep far from home. When the brothers saw Joseph walking toward them in his colorful robe, jealousy turned into hatred. They whispered among themselves, "Here comes the dreamer. Let's kill him and see what becomes of his dreams." Reuben, the oldest brother, secretly wanted to save Joseph, so he convinced the others not to kill him immediately. Instead, they threw Joseph into a deep, empty pit. Imagine Joseph crying out for help while his own brothers ignored him and calmly sat down to eat their meal, as if nothing had happened. Soon, a caravan of traders traveling to Egypt passed by. Judah suggested selling Joseph instead of killing him. The brothers agreed. For 20 pieces of silver, Joseph was sold into slavery. As the caravan disappeared into the desert, Joseph was taken farther and farther away from everything he had ever known. Back home, the brothers dipped Joseph's colorful robe in goat's blood and showed it to their father. Jacob believed a wild animal had killed his beloved son. He wept day after day, never knowing Joseph was still alive. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Even though Joseph was now a slave in a foreign land, the Bible says something remarkable. The Lord was with Joseph. Everything Joseph did began to prosper. Potiphar noticed God's blessing and placed Joseph in charge of his entire household. But another test was waiting. Potiphar's wife repeatedly tried to tempt Joseph. Day after day, she urged him to do wrong, but Joseph refused. He said, "How could I commit such a great sin against God?" One day she grabbed his cloak, but Joseph ran away, leaving the cloak behind. Furious that she had been rejected, she falsely accused Joseph of attacking her. Joseph recognized them immediately, but they did not recognize him. After testing their hearts and seeing that they had truly changed, Joseph could no longer hold back his emotions. He began to weep and revealed his identity. "I am Joseph, your brother." His brothers were terrified, expecting revenge. But Joseph spoke words that continue to inspire millions today. "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." Joseph forgave his brothers completely. He brought his entire family to Egypt, cared for them during the famine, and reunited with his father after many years. Joseph's life teaches us that betrayal does not cancel God's purpose. Delays are not denials. Even when people hurt us, God is working behind the scenes for our good. The pit led to the palace because God never abandoned Joseph. If you feel forgotten, betrayed, or stuck in a difficult season, remember Joseph's story. The same God who was with Joseph is still able to turn pain into purpose, trials into testimony, and broken dreams into blessings beyond imagination.